We have a small bathroom in our basement, and every time we wash our hands, the wall to the back of the vanity would be splashed. We needed a backsplash. So I went to the dollar store and I bought 3 bags of those vase filler gems. I washed them off using Blue Dawn and water and then laid them out to dry. I drew a line under the mirror and removed the mirror so it would be easier to work. I applied a thin coat of mastic using a small notched trowel. Then the fun began as I pressed the gems into the mastic. I really didn't have a pattern, I just fit them together like a puzzle. I worked in small sections so the mastic wouldn't dry too quickly. Once I was done, I mixed the grout. I applied the grout in small sections, making sure I was pushing it between each of the gems. I didn't push too hard because I didn't want to move the gems, but I wanted to make sure that every spot was filled in between them. After 30 minutes, I checked to see if the mastic was dry. Not yet. After 1 hour, I checked again, and yep, it was nice and dry. Using a large spun and plain water, I washed away all of the excess grout. I removed the painter's tape that I had placed on the top of the vanity and applied caulk, smoothing it out with my finger. Wow, what a difference it makes, and no more splattered wall. I hope this inspires you to make a small change that will solve a problem in your home. So I went to the dollar store and bought 35 bags of gems. After washing them, I laid them out on a towel to dry. I began by drawing a level line a little higher than the backsplash. Then I measured the height of that line from the floor and made marks on the wall and connected the line. So on this one, I decided to draw some seaweed. After the pattern was drawn, I began to apply mastic inside the seaweed lines, filling them in with the different sizes of green gems. Once I got to where I had put the original backsplash, I added the mastic and continued with the 3 different colors of gems. It was a little hard working around the toilet, but hey, with my skinny fingers, I made it work. I really liked using the different sizes of the green inside the seaweed. I think it gave it more of a texture and a really interesting look. When I finished applying the gems to the wall, I measured and cut a piece of chair rail and then fastened that to the wall with a brad nailer. I then took mastic and filled in the gap and then added more gems. I mixed my grout until it was the consistency of mashed potatoes. I applied the grout to the wall using a putty knife. And working in small sections, I added the grout and then removed the excess with a wet sponge. I love the way it turned out, and you can't tell where the previous backsplash ended and where the new mosaic begins. I also liked having the pattern of the seaweed, so thanks for the suggestion. I hope this inspires you to look for hidden gems at your dollar store.
I saw these gems at the dollar store and knew exactly what I wanted to do with them. To start this project, I need to get the old window ready. Thankfully with this one, the glass is clipped in so I can easily remove it before painting the frame. Some white paint will do the trick to lighten up this dark frame. I'll probably need 2 coats to sufficiently cover the dark stain. Now that the paint is dry, I want to give the edges a little distressing and an aged feel. I've gone ahead and put the glass back into the frame, and it's time to start adding the clear gems. These glass pieces have a flat side as well as a rounded one. As I'm placing them down, I want to make sure and put the flat side up against the glass. Now that I have the first layer of clear gems down, I want to use these beautiful blue and purple ones to start making some flowers that'll work into my piece. With the flowers done, I can now start to fill in all of the space around them with the clear glass gems. With half of the gems in place, I want to start adhering them to the glass. I'm using a clear silicone adhesive to stick the gems in place. They just need a little dab on the back, and then the silicone will hold everything where I place it and dry clear so that it doesn't affect my final piece. I love how pretty this old window is now, and how amazing it looks both against a window and a wall. I hope this has inspired you to grab some glass gems and give your old window a makeover as well.
For this project, you're going to want to run over to your local dollar store and grab some glass gems. Next, find a piece of board, maybe a 1/4 inch thick. What we're going to do is mark the center with a little bit of extra around the edge for our mirror. Put a nail in and use a string to get that perfect circle. Just tie the string on one end, wrap it around your pencil, and just give you a good circle mark right there. Then we're going to cut it out. Go ahead and sand the edges. Next, we got to put the mirror on the board. I went ahead and used some all-purpose glue. I painted the board a little bit of a white wash on the back just so it gives a good color for the backing. Now this all-purpose glue is perfect. All you got to do is lay it down, take the mirror after you got a few marks to center it, and place it on the board. Don't push too hard, but give it some time to set up. Next, you're going to take those glass gems, there's always a flat side, using the same all-purpose glue and a popsicle stick, and you're just going to put a little bit of glue on the back. Just slide them into place. First thing I like to do is circle the mirror, and I'll show you how we do that on this. Just keep going. Once you put it in place, just give it a little bit of a squeeze so it makes sure it sets pretty good. Watch this. Flat side, glue. All you got to do is put it down and it'll go into place. The next thing you're going to do is start the second row. Not all these glass gems are the same size, so they're going to look a little random. So do row 2, row 3, and basically how many rows you want. When you do get to the edge, you can have it stick out a little bit or just have a little bit of the board. Completely up to you. I do recommend though using white glue. You're going to want to go ahead and circle the whole board with your gems, and after you're done, it's time for the grout. I went ahead and got some powder grout instead of the pre-mixed. Put your water in and start stirring it. You'll want to use non-sanded grout. It comes out to like a thick yogurt. Once you get it mixed pretty good, add your choice of paint color. I went with the turquoise on this and mix it well. It's going to be a little swirly in the beginning, but all you got to do is give it a good stir. Make sure you get all of the sides. Add more paint if you need to until you get the right color. Once it's all mixed, it's time to add the grout. It's fill in all those grooves. I wore some gloves just because grout can dry your hands out. Keep pushing it on there and get in between every glass gem. Go ahead and smear it all over. I did put some tape down on the mirror just to make cleanup a lot easier. Once you got it down, grab your sponge, squeeze it out, not too damp, and you're just going to start wiping the top. As you can see, it comes right off. Go ahead and rinse out your sponge any chance you get. You want a clean sponge every time. Turn it over and look how it starts to clean right up. Keep going all the way around, and what I did was pull the tape up and give it a little buffing, and that's going to get that grout in between all of the grooves. Now we're going to add our hook or rope to the back and show you the final results. And there it is. It's a perfect addition to my daughter's bathroom. Just a fun look.
So I grabbed an old window at a rummage sale, I cleaned it up, and now I'm just adding a coat of white paint. When you're painting a window, you can sometimes avoid the painter's tape. When the paint dries, you can just go back with a razor blade and scrape off any that's left on the glass. But for this project, it's okay to have a little on the glass. We're going to cover that up. Now I'm going to grab these little gems. I have them in blue, red, white, and clear. And I'm going to turn the panes of glass into an American flag. Starting in the top left, I'm adding blue with white stars. And then on the other panes, I'm adding stripes in red and white. I'm mixing in the solid white, the clear, and the frosted colors just to give it some interest. I'm using a really strong glue to attach these marbles to the glass. This is E6000. It's going to hold these on here super well. With all the gems in place, I am ready to put this on my mantle and display it for summer. I hope this inspires you to decorate an old window for your own home.